Wow.
Whew. So we were trying to remember yesterday. It's been 5 months
5 months.
since we've left
September, the continent.
September since we've left the continent, and
It's a long time.
that's a long time. And again, first world problems, but it's nice that we're out again.
For a couple, though, who thrives on travel.
I don't know if they can hear you with the mask on.
For a couple who thrives on travel, 5 months is a long time.
5 months is a very long time. In between now, it's not that we've been home a lot. We've been to,
Mexico
we've been to New York, Chicago,
and Mexico.
And Mexico.
And that's it.
Mexico was a little bit longer than what we had planned to be because someone unfortunately ended up with COVID. But
We got to stay an extra week,
we got to stay an extra week.
but I was sick.
She was sick, but also working on her tan, so. But we're really happy. Both of our jobs allow us to be a little bit flexible from where we're working. And since I've got a bunch of online meetings next week, we figured there's no reason to be doing that here in the Chicago area, so we're off to Ecuador.
Awesome.
So the first part of our trip is to Miami, then we've got a brief layover, and then we're across the, can I say across the pond?
No.
We're across the
Border.
the water. Making a run for the border. You get it. You know us. Chris, Stephanie. Here we go. We made it.
We did?
So, getting through the health screening, so you get off and you show your health declaration form,
Right?
and then you'll go through and passport control, and then one more time through customs, you show your passport, and then we're out here.
That was
So
it. Easy peasy.
you can kind of tell it's a little humid, and it's about midnight, but we got about 3 minutes for our Uber arrives, and then we'll be heading over to our place.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wow. This is really, really neat. Huh. You have outdone yourself, Mr. Ross.
Oh, guess we can take these off.
I think you're right.
So now that we're down here, we got all settled in, and it's a little bit after midnight, but we're going to try to see if we can find a market, get some bottled waters, things like that.
I think it's 1 in the morning.
Is it 1 in the morning?
Pretty sure.
It's 1 in the morning.
That's what my watch says.
So, of all my skills, being able to tell time is not one of them.
It was midnight, but it was an hour ago.
Something like that. So, all right, we'll see what we find. Well, after our failed attempt for water last evening, we think we should fare a little bit better with breakfast this morning. So,
We hope so, because
We hope so.
otherwise we're not eating or drinking
yeah,
anything
otherwise,
until we go home.
exactly. That was a good breakfast.
It was a good breakfast.
And now we're headed down to the waterfront to do some sightseeing.
It's really lively during the day.
Yes.
It's very lively. Lots of people, lots of things going on. It's a lot of fun just to take a stroll and people watch.
Yeah, and the weather is great. It's glad that the rain has held off. Stephanie and I were just commenting that
No matter where we go.
no matter where you go, American 80s music is like the lingua franca of music.
And even in Italy, France,
Everywhere.
Ecuador, it's the 80s, baby.
It's the 80s. You know, we've heard Van Halen.
Yep.
We're hearing Wham. 80s music. That's where it's at.
That's it.
So we took the skylift over to kind of the urban part of Guayaquil. And it's definitely that. It's definitely much more of just a community. There's some small restaurants here that it's evident that they're open more so in the evening. And then again, another boulevard with some parks and things. And we're just kind of walking around. We found some Coca-Cola and some water. We were talking about on the skylift that this is the second country that we've been in. So where the skylift is just part of their transportation, like a bus system, or like in Chicago they have the elevated trains, at the L trains. And for us it's novel, but for here it's just a very efficient form of transportation.
Yeah.
And I'll
So
put
a
go
lot
ahead.
of locals take it back
Yeah.
and forth over the river.
Yeah, it's you know, for them this isn't a tourist attraction. This is, you know, getting places. But I put this under Chris's list of things why America can't have nice things, because we can't have this in America. You know, between insurance liability, people, you know, opening the doors and all this stuff. But it's nice. It's a nice, quiet form of transportation that doesn't take away a lot from the environment, and we enjoy it.
One of the things that we always look for when we're traveling is free Wi-Fi. So we're here at Sweet and Coffee and we checked our receipt, and that's where we found the code. So always check your receipt.
One of the things that you'll have to be aware of if you're traveling and deciding to do some cooking, particularly if you're staying in an Airbnb and you're looking for ways to kind of have a quick meal, is remembering that the eggs are not refrigerated. And the reason why they're not is because the eggs are not washed, so you always have a protective film on them.
Right.
But if you want to be as careful as possible, make sure that you wash the outside of the egg before you crack it so that you're not getting any contaminants in the eggs. In our case, a lot of times we'll boil eggs and have just hard-boiled eggs in the refrigerator, and that's a way as well. But make sure that you rinse them off even after boiling them before you put them in the refrigerator, and enjoy. So Stephanie's still working on hers. But those were some of the best wings I've ever had. And whoever thought about giving you plastic gloves to go with it, brilliant. They deserve an Emmy or Pulitzer or something, because that was fantastic. So bravo. Eddie's, great wings. Okay, so we've gotten some breakfast over at Sweet and Coffee, which again, I think that's a fantastic tribute band name for Peaches and Herb. But, so we have walked up El Pino in Guadalupe, Colombia. Yep. We have walked up the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
And today we're going to the La Pena neighborhood to walk up the 444 steps to the lighthouse. So wish us luck. Okay, there it is. We are on our way up and away. And I don't know what else to say, because I'm using all my energy doing this, and I'm going to need it for the 444 steps.
444 steps. We're going to make it to the top.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's start walking. Okay, I'm gonna throw something out there. There's something to be said for not having numbers on the steps. Because not having numbers on the steps means that every step is a surprise. There's none of this like, whew, I'm tired. Oh, I'm only at step 379. And then the other part is not knowing math. If I didn't know math, maybe 444 is the next step. I don't know. But now that I know math, thanks a lot, Mr. Metzger, I know that I've got 65 more steps to go. That I have to do more than 20% more. Wait, no.
Come on.
I'm 4/5 of the way there.
Okay.
something like that.
This 20%, so I'm not sure that your math is right because we've only got.
Well, so what they didn't do is teach me math while I was like on a treadmill. So I can't be expected to both be able to think intellectually as well as keep my body from just like passing out and rolling down 378 steps. So there's that. All right.
We're almost there.
We're almost there. Look at that. Woo! Wow. It's definitely worth it. So we can see our condo from here.
Is it that one with the lower part?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right there with the, right there. I think we should try walking up there later in the week. What do you think?
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm not ready to go down.
no, neither am I.
It's so pleasant up here.
So we're actually looking out over
The river.
the river and is it Duran
Duran.
and
Couple of islands.
Sante Island.
Yes, Sante is that one. I don't know what that one is.
We'll have to look, and maybe we'll put it down here with a map of all this.
The Gaya province. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I think so. I am tempted to pronounce the G, but I think it's Yaya. Ooh, look at that place with the pools up top.
So, El Pina, what do you think?
It was worth the trip up. I'm glad that there's plenty of places to sit once you get up here. The church is magnificent, and the lighthouse was definitely worth the steps going up.
Absolutely. It reminded me a lot of El Pino in terms of coming all the way up, and you've got you've got the lighthouse, and then be able to go up even further, but having almost like a little courtyard that you can relax in, and also just kind of see the sights.
The difference is that there are restaurants on the way up.
Yes.
Where in El Piñol, the restaurant is at the very, very top. So once you get up here, if you need water, you better have picked it up on the way up.
Yeah, definitely make sure you stay hydrated throughout your trip up here, because it's very easy to, especially when the sun is out, to just get some heat exhaustion. So you want to be careful about that. The day before our planned return, we were able to easily find a place to have our COVID tests, which, while convenient, still is not fun. After that, we did some shopping for gifts to bring back home to the family. Probably buying a lot more than what we really needed to, but it's always fun just shopping around, and the prices are very reasonable. Hey, honey.
Hey, what?
Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Because it's fun.
Okay. You go ahead and get started. I'll catch up. I'm not going to catch up. All right, so as we walked down from the statue, we looked and got our results back. So both of us are negative. So negative means we're positive to leave, which is kind of a negative, but we're going to be positive about it.
The time has gone way too fast.
It has. Yeah. Do you think it's because we're also working at the same time?
For sure.
That the days just went by faster?
Absolutely. Because we didn't actually vacation. So
yeah.
What would you call that? We had a workation?
It was a remote working, but like I tell people, the other day I was making a ham sandwich to eat while I was working, and it's like, yeah, it's a ham sandwich, but it's a ham sandwich in Guayaquil, Ecuador. And I think
it was Ecuadorian ham and Ecuadorian cheese.
Yes.
And Ecuadorian mustard in a pouch.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where, would we have gotten more out of it had we, let me see if I can do this right. There we go. If we had been like fully in vacation mode, sure.
I don't know.
Well, and just in terms of, you would have more time to do stuff. But there's something to be said for the reality of that's the only time you take time away to go to different places. You're not going to be able to go to as many places.
Absolutely.
So-
and I was able to look out over the coastline while I was working, which I
That
couldn't do
was
at
nice.
home.
And I was able to go down to the coffee shop, Sweeten Coffee, woohoo, and have my webinars and everything. And so, if you think about it, perhaps if you include Saturday and Sunday, we probably had an equivalent of like a 4-day vacation here in terms of the hours that we had before and after starting time for work and the weekend and everything.
At least.
So,
Yeah, at least.
so no downside.
No downside. No, it just made it go really fast, which
Yep.
is also not a downside. It makes us really just want to come back sooner.
Definitely. And I can't say enough about the people of Ecuador and the people of Guayaquil. They've been so friendly and just really excited to see that people have come to their country. A blonde
their
woman
city.
and a black man, which, the number of times where I thought for sure these guys on the motorcycles were going to wreck was kind of comical. But
Well, and they were very patient with us
Yes.
as we struggled with our Espanol.
yes, we have to get better at it. But yeah, so hope you've enjoyed this time with us here in Guayaquil. If you could, click on the like button. That will let us know that it was worthwhile for you to watch. And we'd love it if you follow us. So if you follow us, you'll actually be able to be also then click on the bell to be able to get notifications when we post. And we don't talk about it a lot, but we also have a Instagram account at b2g.travel, and we do the TikTok to the chagrin of our kids. So we use that to kind of post random videos as we're going throughout the day until we find time to actually post these on YouTube. So with that, fellow travelers and wannabe travelers, thanks for watching.
See you later.
Bye-bye. And I thought she said pickle.